Morning students, today we will do the question answers for the poem The Wind. Question number 1 is, what are the things the wind does in the first stanza? Students, I hope you have read this poem carefully, and as you have read the first stanza, in the first stanza, what does the wind do? The wind breaks the shutters of the windows. It blows so forcefully that it scatters the papers, throws the books from the shelves, and also tears the pages of the book. To add to the sorrow, it brings rain once again. Now the question number 2 is, have you seen anybody winnow grain at home or in a paddy field? Dear students, you have seen this activity in village areas. You may have seen in village areas they do this activity like they separate the grain means it may be wheat or rice, so they separate the grain from their outer covering. Okay, so winnowing means separating the grain from their outer covering, which is called chaff. Winnowing is done by letting the grain fall gently from a cane container while a strong wind or fan is blown. In Hindi, it is called varsana. What is the word in your language for winnowing? The answer can be different for different places. Yes, I have seen this activity in village areas. Question number 3, what does the poet say the wind god winnows? The poet says that the wind god destroys everything weak that come in its way. The weak crumbling houses means weak houses that are to be broken, is about to be broken. The weak crumbling houses, doors, rafters, wood, bodies, lives and hearts, and it crushes them all. The wind crushes them all. Now the next question is question number 4. What should we do to make friends with the wind? The answer is, we should make strong houses with firm doors. Firm means strong doors. We should make strong houses with firm doors. We should also make ourselves physically and mentally strong by building strong, firm bodies and be steadfast. Now, question number 5 is, what do the last 4 lines of the poem mean to you? Yes, you have read the poem carefully. The last 4 lines are, the wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. So what do the last 4 lines of the poem mean to you? In the last 4 lines, the poet describes the merits and the demerits of the wind. He says the merits is that it can blow down weak fire. But if the fire is burning strongly, then it will make it burn with a stronger force or make more powerful. The poet concludes that the wind is a friend to the strong. Understand? The wind is a friend to the strong, but will be enemies to the weak. The poet wants to say that wind is like difficulties in our life. Okay, difficulties only influence weak people, but difficulties make strong people more strong. There is a famous quotation, God helps those who help themselves. So, question number 6 is, how does the poet speak to the wind? In anger or with humor? You must also have seen or heard of the wind crumbling lives. What is your response to this? Is it like the poet's? The poet speaks to the wind in anger. Okay, the tone is in anger. The strong winds are known to cause damage on land as well as on sea. Very strong wind can turtle and sink ships. This is very natural. Strong wind can sink ships. On land, they can play havoc with lives as well as on natural and man-made things. Means they can have bad effects on lives as well as natural things. However, I feel that the wind, when harnessed, can be brought to various uses like generating electricity. Means the wind can be used for many uses like generating electricity, moving turbines and turning windmills. So the fast wind is most important and useful for these things. The wind is responsible for bringing rain and cools the atmosphere after the scorching heat of the sun.